Emirates has brought a bomb to a knife fight with their ongoing onslaught, which we dare to say their competitors are not ready for. They are plotting a massive takeover of the world's aviation industry and will become the top airline for international and domestic air travel worldwide. So what crazy strategy is Emirates Airlines using to win in commercial aviation? It goes without saying that Emirates is moving mountains to ensure that they become the #1 customer-friendly airline. Finally, we are seeing an airline interested in upgrading customer experience instead of the now stale strategy of cutting prices that other airlines have been doing over the last 2 years. The Dubai-based airline is sparing no expense on this front. And talking about costs, Emirates has invested $2 billion in making their flights as comfy as possible for their existing and new customers. They have plotted a grand luxury menu for passengers on some of their flights. Now, the average passenger can enjoy some caviar and a wee bit of vintage champagne to go with the length of travel on any of their long-haul flights. Right now, it is tough to see why Emirates Airlines will not be named world's best airline. Shifting their focus towards improving the in-flight experience of their customers will do something good for their pedigree in international aviation. They have plans to retrofit their cabins on a large scale and offer more premium service packages as part of their comfy offerings for passengers on board their flights. These changes will be carried out aboard 120 aircraft owned by Emirates, most of which will be their wide-body Airbus A380 aircraft. With this upgrade, they are finally ready to attract the attention of new customers and poach rival airlines' customers. Part of their plot to expand their reach involves joining forces with a big-name competitor in the form of United Airlines. Emirates is not exactly moving from a bad place to a good place. It's already there. We are now looking at a major uptick in the range of stellar services already on offer. They have found a unique way to cope with the pressures of the industry and are shaping up into unbeatable machinery. Hence, other airlines will surely find it difficult to resist a partnership with them or a takeover, as the case may be. You know what they say, if you cannot defeat them, you must join them. But is this the case between United Airlines and Emirates? It doesn't seem like a forced relationship after all. United Airlines is almost as big as Emirates. Their strengths are complementary, with the United Airlines dipping its nose in markets that Emirates has yet to breach. The two big airlines have reached a consensus to help each other reach new markets within each other's reach faster. They are bound by a treaty over their respective cargo services. Emirates Sky Cargo and United Cargo formed a basic pact that is designed to be an upgrade on their existing freight interline agreements. Their coming together will allow their customers easy access to destinations within reach of either airline. This makes sense as Emirates has a strong hold over the Dubai/United Arab Emirates airspace, while United Airlines is one of the chief American aviation company. So either airline has a lot to offer on several fronts. However, not all airlines appreciate the directness of Emirates Airlines strategies. Air New Zealand is particularly not hiding its own competitive spirit. Both airlines have turned social media into a battleground for their light-hearted marketing exchanges on Twitter. The Emirates Fly Better campaign's marketing content choice started the advertisement war. The Emirates ad saw a Canadian goose named Jerry choosing to fly on an Emirates Airbus A380 in its migratory season. Neither airline has shown interest in a partnership of some sort. We can all assume increased competitiveness as the Fly Better campaign could steal traffic from other airlines plying the same routes, including Air New Zealand. But Emirates is not just attracting people from down under. They're also expanding their American flights by a newly announced nonstop flight between Newark and Dubai, and a free reign to convey passengers to and from Dubai to Newark, courtesy of the Emirates United Agreement. Customers of the Emirates airline are in for a ride of their lives, as they can fly from Dubai to 3 key destinations like Chicago, San Francisco, and Houston with a single ticket on account of the airline's codeshare pact with United Airlines. But that's not all. They now have access to flights to and fro close to 200 cities in South and North America, where United Airlines is domiciled without stress. The interline agreement is also firmly in place in U.S. airports like LAX Airport, New York's JFK, and Boston's Logan International Airport, to mention a few. Both airlines defy the odds so that their competitors will stand no chance of beating them. The nature of their codeshare agreement is a binding business agreement that allows 2 or more airlines to agree on marketing one another's flight as part of their own schedule. It is an excellent marketing strategy that allows them to leverage the strengths of the other airline in the areas where they are domiciled. It will not just boost the ease of international travel for customers, but also redefine existing cultural ties. More value is communicated to customers regarding seamless travel and increased load factors. But America is not the only place they're trying to dominate. Routes like South Africa, the Philippines, and Algeria are there for the taking as well. And Emirates is already implementing a major boost in those traveling opportunities for passengers. The Dubai-based airline is looking to increase the frequency of its flights to and fro South Africa and the Philippines. After about 2 years in the aviation sector, the Philippines is finally seeing some confidence in air travel, and Emirates is right there to offer them a bigger in-flight experience with new technologies. This is a part of their grand plan to position themselves for the inevitable recovery of air travel. Such dedication has earned Emirates Airlines accolades in the aviation business world. They won 3 awards as the world's best economy class, world's best economy class catering, and world's best in-flight entertainment. These awards are for the services rendered in the past years, which foreshadows their latest $2 billion investment in improving customers' in-flight experience. This means there is so much more to come regarding recognition for Emirates on a global scale. They went as far as providing toys for kids to play with mid-flight. This kind of thoughtfulness makes them a darling of customers worldwide. But that's not all. One of the things that have helped them take great strides in comfort is using the latest technology. And they are still committed to doing so much more on the technological front. The management of Emirates Airlines announced that they would be hiring 4,000 new cabin crew members to add to their 16,000-strong workforce. And they have a clue into the best way to train them in the art of aircraft management and customer services. The metaverse and virtual reality will be technological tools they'll use to train their crews on in-flight conduct and practices that will help them handle real-life aircraft situations. The metaverse will offer a detailed outlook of every nook and cranny of an aircraft. It is also good for flight simulations and other cabin crew members. Besides teaching existing crew members about healthy customer practices, they can also use it to determine the skills of candidates applying for jobs as cabin crew members in the recruitment process. Due to all these technological advancements, it now seems obvious that United Airlines is thrilled about the chance to partner with Emirates. But that doesn't mean all airlines are happy with Emirates. It has been revealed that another airline has also been deeply affected by this new partnership. See, Emirates Airlines had a code-share agreement with JetBlue for over a decade. The new deal with United Airlines spells doom for their relationship with Emirates. The code-share pact with Emirates was unique and went as far back as 2012. Both airlines shared a vision aimed at beating the 3 world airline alliances. JetBlue's passengers enjoyed the comfort of Emirates flights, and so did Emirates customers, who thrived on the pleasures of traveling aboard JetBlue aircraft. However, the romance with United Airlines says something about the fact that JetBlue might not be big enough to satisfy the desires of Emirates Airlines. Notably, there would be a greater advantage to working with United Airlines than JetBlue, especially considering the stature of United Airlines in the U.S. aviation economy. Although the revelation of the new code-share agreement between Emirates and United Airlines is quite puzzling, both airlines have been considered enemies for years and are now partners. Several accusations have constantly been flung at Emirates for undermining U.S. aviation. Before now, they have been working with some United Airlines competitors, e.g. JetBlue, so it makes sense to hold a grudge. But what is the reason for this sudden change of heart? The most plausible reason can be the tide turned towards long-haul travel following the pandemic. In short, with an increase in long-haul traffic, we can say that both airlines need each other to expand their long-haul aviation network. The flight is on for the crown in the aviation industry. Emirates is unrepentant in its pursuit of offering customers the best and most comfortable service there is, with the aim to increase the number of passengers coming aboard their flights, even if it means stealing from other airlines. But they seem to be achieving this only with the help of Airbus, not Boeing. Although they announced their 777X orders with Boeing as a complete mess, that doesn't mean Boeing is not expanding as well. Even though its 787 is not large enough to directly match Airbus A380, it is still helping Boeing to cover some ground, as it's been revealed that airlines desperately need Boeing 787 now more than ever. And to achieve that, they're taking steps and measures that once seemed impossible. But to what extent are airlines going to get their hands on Boeing 787? And why? I know you want to hear more about this, so click this video over here.